Hi, so today is Saturday around 6:30 in the afternoon or evening. I was just coming outside to plant a blueberry bush that I bought today. However, I remembered that earlier this morning I saw a ton of Japanese beetles on my lady gardener rose. I was in awe. I've never seen that many Japanese beetles on it, and they have eaten it ragged. I mean, there were so many buds on there, and now they're all gone. And also the leaves are looking terrible. So I'm going to do something about it today, and I want to show you guys what I'm going to do. So here's the rose bush. Look at how terrible it looks. Now, earlier in the morning, I guess, is when Japanese beetles are very active. But can you see this? Look at all those beetles on there. It's a little crazy. They're in between the petals here. I don't even want to touch them. So yeah, they are wrecking this plant. You know, it's a little bit insane. So my options are, I think, I'm obviously going to cut all these poor dead, flowers off and stuff, but one of the ways to do it without using pesticide, I guess, is to get a bucket of dish soap and water and just flick the Japanese beetles into there and they will die. I can also use the same kind of soap and water and spray it on them, and I suppose that's gonna kill them. But I don't really know. Also, if that doesn't work because I don't want the plant to die, I can just use some rose animal pest killer, I guess, which I do have over here. This is one I've used in the past when I absolutely have no other choice. Rose and flower insect killing. It usually keeps my roses looking really good. But for now, I'm gonna try to flick these buggers into the bucket. Okay, here I go. I'm not sure if any of you have had any experience with this, or if this even works for you, or if you would rather just spray them to get rid of them. But maybe you could let me know. Yeah, now I'm going to trim these back and put them far in the back, so yeah, compost them or toss them away, I guess. Okay, so after pruning off all the dead flowers and the dead leaves, this is what I'm left with, a skeleton of a plant. So it's not at all as full as it was before. I'm going to clean up the bottom down here, get rid of all of the, the dead leaves, petals, anything that may harbor Japanese beetles. And unfortunately, I think I have gotten to the point where I'm going to use the bio-advanced rose and flower insect killer and spray it on the rose bush so that they do not come back and try to harm it. because I do want to keep this rose. I'd like for it to continue growing. I also have in that flower bed right over here is the Lady of Charlotte rose, and that also had some Japanese beetles on it. So I may also give that one a quick once over, trim off the dead type of flowers and stuff, and maybe spray it and see if that helps. Okay, now as you can see here, I've tried to clean up around the base of the plant as much as I can. Move the mulch around and all of that. I have not sprayed it yet with, the bug spray there. What I have read though is that coffee grinds will actually help deter the aphids from coming, and I did buy some marigolds, so I may plant some in the front or behind it or around. I don't know. I don't want it to get too crowded. I think it's important to keep it nice and clean, the base of the plant. But I have some coffee grinds right here that my husband brewed in a pot, and I'm just going to sprinkle it around the base of the rose bush here. I'm not sure if that will help, but I will surely try everything I can. I also read that banana peels are great for roses, so I'm going to chop up some banana peels this week after we've eaten them and sort of bury them in the dirt and see if that helps to feed the plant, to send new shoots, new growth to come in nice and full again. All right. Here's a mama deer just munching. I think it's a mama, could be wrong, on some stuff way in the back. I think I do have some raspberries back there, black raspberries. So zoomed in a ton, so hopefully it's clear. Okay. She's right behind the weeping willow that died because of the drought last year. Never came back. Okay, so here I've got some banana peels. I just had a banana, and I didn't even cut it up. I literally just brought it outside and, pulled the mulch back and put it around this rose bush. This is the Lady Gardener that the Japanese beetles were just devouring. I did cut it back, as you can see here. Let me show you. This is now 2 weeks since I got rid of the Japanese beetles and trimmed the bush back and cut it. As you can see here now, we do have some new growth. As you know, there's some more coming out. This plant looks better than it did before when the Japanese beetle was attacking it, eating it, terribly. I do think it's quite sparse, right? There isn't as many leaves on it, but I think it will bounce back. That's my hope, that it will bounce back and it'll come back nice and full, either later on this year or next spring. Hopefully it'll look better, but for now, this is what I've got. And so just to aid it, I do have fertilizer, like Miracle Grow type of fertilizer, but I read that banana peels are actually really good for the roses. So I'm just going to put this and bury it kind of. I just pulled a layer of mulch back on a bit of the topsoil. And as you can see, bananas are around. Just going to pull it right back over it. And then hope that within the next month or so, it starts sending even better and growth, I guess. Just basically covering it up. Not really going to do much else. I did water the plants this morning because we have a heat wave of about 90 degrees coming in the 90s through the next few days. So I want to make sure I stay ahead of it. So there's that. Lady Gardener rose, after I've pruned it or cut back all the dead leaves and got rid of the Japanese beetles. Since I sprayed it with that spray I showed you guys earlier, They have not come back on the bush, which is great. I didn't really want to have to use the spray, but the natural methods were not working. They are rampant this year for some reason. I've never seen as many Japanese beetles. Just going to show you guys. You guys see the beautiful butterfly visiting the coneflower this morning? Oh, flew away. They move so quickly in a sense. There again.